At the time of this recording, there are 2 people in the world who have managed to get under 45 seconds in fastest 10 titans, myself included. Before I get into the in-depth guide, there's a few things you should know. First things first, boost control. If you're not a new player, you probably already have it enabled, but if not, enable it. You need it. Sorry to say this, but if you don't have it enabled, you have no chance. Just go into the settings and turn it on. Essentially what boost control does is that where a regular boost applies a force straight up, boost control lets you apply the same force in the direction of your controller when activated. So basically you can just go way faster. Also, it's worth noting that boost control only takes effect when not hooked onto anything. You'll need this mostly because you can fall down the wall much quicker with boost control on. With boost control on, you should only be grappling immediately after boosting to keep up your momentum. If you're still not convinced, I have a short video on my channel which I will link doing a side-by-side comparison with boost control enabled and disabled. Next, you need to learn how to skim. Now, skimming is when a player kills a titan whilst keeping their momentum, like so. You also see this a lot in Attack on Titan. You'll need to do a lot of practice with this, especially if you're a beginner, because it will save you a lot of time in speedrun and in multiplayer lobbies. In essence, to do a skim, just grapple towards a titan, and the moment before you land on the titan, let go of your grapples. If done successfully, you should be keeping your momentum going. If you want a more detailed explanation, Questtaker has a beginner guide on his channel. Before we begin the speedrun, here's a quick tip. Reset your Guardian by holding the right Oculus button and walk forward slightly. This way you will not have to deal with this. And you'll be able to boost down the wall straight away. Also, as a rule of thumb, you don't have to go all Levi Ackerman and go for a clean strike. All you have to do is basically stab the nape and the job is done. Alright, don't go full try hard because the amount of damage you do doesn't impact your time whatsoever. Also, double hooking is the best way to traverse around the map, and it's the one I will be using in this speedrun. But don't worry if you miss a few hooks, it doesn't make that much of a difference, as you will see. Now finally, let's talk about the actual route of the speedrun. I have tried every possible route multiple times and I am 99% sure that this is the best one. There's a few speedruns on my channel when I use this route. The reason this is the best one is because most of the titans are lined up perfectly for skimming, therefore you save more time. So the first and obvious titan you go for is the one directly underneath you when you spawn in. So with boost control on, simply boost straight downwards. You will be able to boost twice before you reach the first titan. The next one is the titan on the left near the tower. Now you want to skim this one towards the third titan, so you boost towards it, grapple, use the left thumbstick to angle yourself, and then before you reach it, let go of all grapples. Now the third titan is quite a distance away. Now the most efficient way to get to it is through grappling through the buildings like this. Now make sure you stay behind out of its line of sight, otherwise you will aggro it and it will turn towards you, and then you won't be able to do the skim. Unless you are able to do a shoulder kill skim, which is far too risky, difficult and unnecessary. After skimming the third titan, you need to use the buildings to keep your momentum going. Don't grapple onto the floor or the wall because that will just slow you down, trust me. When beginning to reach the fourth titan is where it begins to get a little tricky for some players. Essentially what you want to do here is an upward skim. Now this will take a lot of practice, but once mastered it can help you move around faster even in normal lobbies. Okay, so to do this, shoot your right grapple somewhere near the titan's head and the left grapple lower on its chest. As you approach the titan, use your gas on both handles to accelerate towards the titan, and use your left thumbstick to guide yourself to the left of the titan. Once you reach the titan, let go of the left grapple and only use your gas to grapple in with your right handle. And as you are about to reach the nape, let go of the right grapple and stab the nape as you are flying backwards. As you can tell, that was a mouthful and you probably didn't understand the thing I just said. Really, it's just about how much you practice to get it right, and eventually it just becomes muscle memory. Because of this upward skim, you can now travel over the buildings with ease. If you happen to fly past the titan's nape, you can actually eject your blades as a last resort and you might be able to save the run. Now the fifth titan is simple, just grapple onto it and kill it. Skimming isn't really necessary, and in fact I don't recommend it because you just skim onto the floor, which will do you no good. Once you killed it, grapple onto the castle to go to the next titan. Once you kill the 6th Titan, most people assume they should just go straight ahead. Wrong. What you actually want to do is to go straight across the river. Use the towers to grapple on and reach the 7th Titan. Before you boost after killing this Titan, wait for its head to fall or just jump up. I cannot tell you how many times I was on a perfect speedrun and I boosted at the wrong time and got caught at the edge of the Titan, ruining the run. Now the next Titan is such a pain. I would not wish this on my worst enemy, I swear. Now this Titan is unpredictable and sometimes he will turn to his left or he will turn completely the other way and do a 180. To counter this, you have to reach this Titan before it reaches its turning point. Now this, in my opinion, is the biggest difference between a 50-second speedrun and a 45-second speedrun. Now in the alpha version of the game, it was even worse. It used to go behind a tower and it almost felt like your time was dependent on your luck. Now killing this Titan is slightly easier and the fastest way to kill it is to shoulder kill it. And you will struggle with this. You will need to practice. But shoulder kills are super effective here. And for stunning kills in multiplayer. But once mastered, I promise you, some people will think you're amazing at this game. Now, if you kill this Titan quick enough, you won't need to jump over the building, and you can use the tower on the river to grapple towards the last 2 Titans. In most circumstances, you will need to shoulder kill the 9th Titan as well, but sometimes it turns around, which makes life a little bit easier. Now finally, the last Titan is quick and easy, just boost towards it and kill it, there's nothing special about it. Now, the slightest mistake makes a huge difference. It's like a butterfly effect. You can be half a second late and before you know it, the Titans will end up in completely different spots and face completely the wrong way. It may feel random, but once you've practiced enough times, you kind of get the feel of how fast you're going. So there you have it. That is my fastest 10 Titans speedrun guide. Just warning you now, you will get frustrated and you will want to quit more than once. It just takes a lot of practice and patience, but once you beat it, it's the best feeling ever. Now everything I mentioned in this video is only what I discovered after doing it so many times. There's a good chance there are new techniques that have yet to be discovered and under 40 seconds might just be possible. But here's a quick tip. Once you beat your record, don't stop there. Try a couple more times. Because you're in that mentality and have a good chance of beating your previous time again. I can't tell you how many times I've beaten my record and then immediately on my next go I beat it again. Anyways, good luck on your speedrun. If you want any more guides on Attack and Quest, just ask in the comments or come join the Attack and Quest Discord that I will link in the description. Cheers.